Street in his wheelchair. Panama City police say 65-year-old George Betsy was crossing 23rd Street near State Avenue around 10 o'clock last night when a truck driven by Michael Lipford of Panama City hit him. Betsy was taken to the hospital with serious injuries where he later died. Police are asking tonight anyone who may have witnessed this crash to contact them. The incident remains under investigation. It was a historic day for members of the South.
Okay, this is continuing on man in wheelchair dies in crash. Okay. Now, Panama City man is dead after a crash involving a truck and a wheelchair late Sunday night. According to police, George Betsy was operating his motorized vehicle. Notice it doesn't say in there anything about he was riding his motorized wheelchair in a careful and safe manner. Now notice it says alcohol does not appear to be a factor, but the crash is still under investigation. Looks like there's room to make this go away. Under investigation. Let's see. I wonder what kind of investigation are they going to do. They're going to check to make sure that the lights were working. Notice that there were fire trucks there to clean up the mess. I'll bet you the people that had the cameras of the news reporters, or maybe the cops, maybe they're the first ones on the scene. So what happens to the cameras and everything that they use? They're video cameras. A lot of them have body cams. So what happens to that right there? So is he going to be just because he's a poor person, brushed under or something like that? I'm just wondering. Is that right there? Finally made the news. Finally made the news. See it right there? Look at there. So, now, I have tried, I believe, if I'm not correct, I've suggested to George to get lights on his wheelchair. But you see, a lot of people, human nature, I guess it is, it won't happen to me, it happens to the other person. I ain't got to worry about that. Well, see, this is how I ride, okay? I even got a sign on the back of my bike here. It's asking people to be nice. Why do I do that? Because it's a hate crime then. I've got two places there, see? Be nice. See the bright lights I got on there? Look at that, look at that. And see that right there? That sticks out purposely so that there's my handlebars right there. That black thing's my handlebars, okay? So that sticks out there a little bit, giving motorists an easier ability to be able to gauge how far they are from me, so they can safely pass me. Tell me about the problems that you had with lights.
When it says shines for a person walking across the thing to the light to say walk, you do not have time to get from that point across a two-lane road to where it says the light goes off halfway across for an able-bodied person. Thank God I'm not handicapped, because as an able-bodied walker, I can't get across where the light changes.
Yeah, because it shows wheelchairs. George's wheelchair, he can't go that fast.
I don't know how fast he goes, but I'm an able-bodied walker, and I don't have time to get across.
Right, right. And you were talking about another light here that...
it's going down West 15th Street.
Yeah.
You do not have time to cross Beck Avenue where it says walk.
Yeah.
and there's no sign that says no right turn on red for people moving to the right on Beck Avenue. People heading west do not have time for that person who waits for the sign to say walk, that people take a right on red where it does not say no right on red.
And not only that, what about this, Ann? You've seen a lot of wrecks, haven't you?
Oh, a lot of wrecks.
Look at this right here. Yeah, see this curve, this dangerous curve here?
And this curve all the way down to the light.
Yeah.
Major straightaway accident. There's been at least 7 accidents I have seen, more than 7 accidents within that block, in a 4-block area here, right here in this.
Yeah, and they don't put no dangerous curve sign on there. It's a dangerous curve right there.
That's what they have anything to do with the curve. They reckon.
And then look at this right here. Why did they put that in there? Look at this.
I don't know. There's no drain and there's no.
There's no drain.
There's no yellow marks here. I don't know if it's yellow. Is it painted yellow? You can't even see it.
And notice that car. He didn't even try to even move over.
That's not even painted yellow. That shows.
No, it's not.
There's no. It's not even painted yellow. That shows painted yellow.
No, it's not.
There's no drain and it's a raised bumper with no drain. There's all kind of hazard.
Yeah.
Dangerous hazard. All right. Next.
Okay. So anyway, I'm putting up a video here about where, when you ride your bicycle, how bright the light is that I use. There's 100 lumens light. 500 lumens light. This is what I ride with. Now let's see. Right now, I'm a good almost 200 feet away. Even on the building there, you can see the light that I use. I try to tell people, if you're going to ride, don't be barely seen. There's a building that's way across the street there. I can shine it there. I can shine my light way down the street there. Now I'm wondering if they're going to do this. This is just some of the things that you do when there's a traffic crash. They got the name of the injured or the person, the conditions of any equipment, any chemicals or substance used present, layout of area, place, time, conditions, extent of the injuries. Make use of camera. Make use of camera. Look at that right there. Make use of camera. Boy, them news people, they sure didn't use their cameras, man. No sirree, they didn't use their cameras. They showed far off views. I wonder why they didn't show actual pictures. I wonder if the cops have got them. Camera, make use of camera. Gee whiz, make use of camera. I'm sure the cops had cameras, or maybe, I wonder if this is a cover-up or something like that. To record undisturbed scene. Undisturbed scene. Before it's rigged. What was being done at the time? George Betsy was crossing the road. And see, a wheelchair, they can't go that fast compared to it. He couldn't run across the street or anything like that. Identify the underlying causes. No competence. Shortcomings in the original design and facilities. Determine actions needed to prevent it happening again. Determine actions needed to prevent it happening again. Improve physical safeguards. I'll guarantee you that light right there didn't give him enough time to cross. Now, this is showing an official traffic form that's filled out when there's a crash. So anyway, boys and girls, I wear this on my head. I don't care who laughs at me. I want something that's going to be seen. I don't want to be barely seen. There's my lights there. Not only that, there's my 500 lumens flashlight that I showed you out there. Here's something that I got off the internet here. This might be a repeat here, but anyway, action investigation patrol officer's responsibility. Now, I'm wondering if excessive speed was involved or red light malfunctioned the traffic light when George tried to cross the street, or excessive speed of the truck that hit George Betsy. Now, notice it says to protect the scene. Gee whiz, I wonder how much time they gave before the fire trucks were there to wash off the guts and everything like that. Because you can best bet if there was a fire truck there, it must have been one hell of a fucking mess. It's probably a pile of guts. Now notice here it says preserve all the evidence. Description of the driver. I wonder if they did preserve all the evidence. Or maybe they figured, oh, George is a poor throwaway. Notice it says to keep anybody separated. Why? Because then they can't have the same story. Notice where it says interview hints. Have them separated so they can't get a story together where they could be possibly lying. What were they doing before the wreck? How fast were they going? What evasive action, if any? Look for any in the condition of the vehicle. Because that vehicle condition will probably tell a lot about who was at fault. Ask open-ended questions. How fast were the vehicles going? Did you see any brake lights? What did you see? Did you hear any braking noise? Now here it says, check the scene for physical evidence. In some situations, evidence may be disappearing. So you got to act quickly. There was no skid marks, and that means he didn't even try to slow down or anything like that. Straight skids, shadow skids, other skids, general vehicle, debris on the road, a trail, contact damage to the vehicle, taking photos using a camera, skid marks, debris, video record all serious wrecks. Clear up accident scene. Clean up all glass and parts. Never done in Panama City, Florida. Cite the party most at fault unless they can pay you off. Notice it says include diagram, which I'm wondering if that's going to be done.